You've no doubt seen a fidget toy before, specifically the spinners, which seem to be available everywhere. And you may be really annoyed by them, but guess what? Fidget toys have been around forever. But not this one, which has 6 sides, and this is way better than a spinner because I like to click things. And oh, the Switch is the best one.
I'm salivating right now looking at it, being like, I just want to play with it.
Are you jealous?
I want to play with it so bad.
Are you jealous? Look at
I can like feel it on my fingers already.
I kind of love this.
So that's.
Oh, it's like a mouse ball and a combination lock.
I just want to be part of
and like
its
a
life.
PlayStation. Okay, here you go.
Yes.
We did cover this on the main show, Brett and I, coincidentally, with the fidget spinners themselves. People claim that they are able to help allay anxiety, perhaps symptoms of ADHD, nervousness. It would be a way for you to get that out in a way that is not negative to your life, instead of maybe posting something weird on your social media or bothering people. I love to click the pins personally. But according to researchers in the field, including PhD candidate Michael Karleski from the NYU Game Innovation Lab, as we have moved more towards keyboards and touchscreens as our dominant experience of our tools, this has caused us to literally reach out for more and very tactile experiences, including objects like fidget spinners. So that makes sense. I mean, I remember back in the days when, because I'm so old, phones had buttons.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I don't want to give up these buttons. I love the tactile sensation of pushing it.
Really? So my apprehension to move away from buttons was that I would just be sucky at typing. Like I was good at sensing where the buttons were and feeling.
Remember that kind of texting where you'd push like
predictive
1, 9. Yes, T9. Oh gosh, that took forever. Anyway,
I love this. I love this so much.
Innovation can't be stopped by the fun of pressing buttons, but these things that Brett is currently holding are experiencing a major resurgence right now. But they've existed for quite some time. I mean, even if we think about like stress balls, which have been given out at every boring conference for decades.
Like yes, oh I love them. I love those too.
I give mine away.
I love the stress balls that are made of foam and are a face, and then I also like the ones that are like balloons wrapped around like tiny little sand type filaments.
Well, they've existed for a long time. Similar things in which you would be able to have a tactile sensation. In order to allegedly allay stress, it's not really clear what the benefits are from a clinical point of view. Going back to the Ming Dynasty in China, there was they're still available now. I've seen these in stores, baoding balls, which are 2 metal balls you would hold in your hand and move around, perhaps in meditation, or perhaps, people keep these at their desks as well.
Well, usually it's when you're like hatching a giant plot to take over the world. You're like, excellent.
And the other hand is petting a white, long-haired cat.
/ falcon.
Or falcon.
In mine, it's a falcon.
Okay, I wouldn't pet a falcon. I'd be a little worried about it.
If you keep them hungry, they love you. That's the secret to falconry. Always keep them hungry.
I don't.
It's true.
I'm not gonna mess with any bird that can also be referred to as a raptor.
Good point. The spinning of pens, we would do that all the time. And then you do this to make it look like it was made of rubber.
Does that allay stress though, in a tactile way?
For me, the
that
spinning
just seems like
of
a way to distract other people.
Well, maybe that is. This is a magic trick, but just like the sitting there spinning your pen around your thumb. Oh, I love it.
There's also similar to going back to the history of fidget objects. From Greece, there is kompoloi, or worry beads, which is a string of smooth beads that would be moved along the string. They're kind of like rosaries.
Gotcha.
In that you would slide them perhaps to count prayers. Hindu prayer beads are very similar, but these are just objects that are somewhat related to having something to do with your hands that would hopefully help with concentration if you were meditating or praying per se, or just sitting in your class and having a hard time. I love that. That is way better than a spinner.
It's too much good for me.
Spinners are stupid because they don't allay any kind, because they just spin.
They just spin.
I'm not doing anything, it's just going.
This is fantastic.
I don't care, but that's amazing.
So there was so good, I like them all. There's a woman who she essentially made what looked like a UFO thing. It looks like a UFO, but it spins on the top of your finger. And she, in like 12, 15 years ago, patented it. And she didn't have the 400 pounds British to re-up the patent. And since she didn't do that, fidget spinners were able to go get made without paying her in the UK and around the world. And that's a sad story, because the spinner ones are giant and worth billions of dollars.
Well, I mean, for now, it could just very well be a fad. However, I mean,
it is. There's no way the fidget spinner's staying around for a long time.
I mean,
this though.
Maybe, because that does seem more like the tactile sensation of the Baoding balls or the prayer beads, in that they would be able to be something you could clutch and kind of use your fingers to control or help you allay stress. The science is out on this, but the history is there as far as tactile fidgeting devices go. Audience, what do you like to use? I like clicky pens, and it irritates everyone around me. Please let us know below in the comments, and please like and subscribe for more.